Welcome back to the Orange Aces channel, everyone. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing Painted Deck with the black sleeve on it. So, Painted Deck gives us +2 hand size, -1 Joker slot. Black Deck gives us +1 Joker slot, -1 hand. So what we're going to see is 5 Joker slots, basically, on Painted Deck. Kind of just reverting that. The only debuff we have, really, is the -1 hand size. I'm hoping we'll be okay because we have Painted Deck. Thank you all so much for the support. 7,959 of you are subscribed. On the road to 10,000 subscribers by October 31st. If you're new here and want to subscribe, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Quick shout out to all my members. Thank you to Monica, Credence Gray, Dr. Faceover, Sand Lizard, Tool Studios, Mackenzie, Kostika, Gothic GF, Mib, Zenya, Sebasmali, Dr. Jack, Thunder Grenade, Josie, and Philippe. If you want to join, links in the description down below. Let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this card sleeve mod. I think it can bring a lot of fresh, interesting content to the channel. I don't really play either of these decks too much, so that's why we're going to do it today. As you can see, we have 5 Joker slots, 3 hands, and we should have 10 cards to deal with, and we draw a straight instantly. That makes, Painted Deck just makes it very, very easy to make your hand. Only having the 3 hands I don't think is too much of a debuff here. We'll see what we can get, though. Red card's decent early. I'm always going to open up this Buffoon pack. Maybe delayed gratification is the way to make a little bit of money here. We can play a full house. We are not going to discard if we can avoid it, because we want to make sure that we get all of the money possible. We can play another full house. Seemingly 10 cards. Brilliant. If we get the 2 hand size vouchers as well, that could be very, very awesome for us. Making a little bit of money here. Earth card, not terrible. I think I'm actually going to pick it up. I think full houses are going to be something we can reasonably play. Hologram is always interesting. Vampire is always interesting. Not exactly sure what I want to do here. Turtle Bean is funny. Since we're not doing discards, the banner helps out a little bit. What should we do here? I'm thinking it could be a fun vampire run. Painted Deck seems like a really good thing to potentially... What am I trying to say here? It seems like a good thing to potentially get a decent amount of Midas Mask value from. So right now we're just going to continue to play straights, I guess, to get us to the promised land. Hopefully we can get through there. We need 120 points. We do pick up a full house, which is going to win. We're going to make all of our money back. That would have won by itself because we did level up full house. We did have to use all 3 hands there, so a little bit scary perhaps. Bloodstone early on is cool. I think we'd rather go with a Supernova maybe, just because we're going to be playing similar hands right now. I don't exactly know. Double Jack, we can Hierophant those. And then hopefully take them down with the Vampire. Let's pick up Supernova for the time being. I think we will be okay. This is a situation 7654 where we do not have a straight available to us. So we are going to have to just play a random hand, which is not ideal. Again, we do not have a straight available to us, or really anything else, so we're gonna have to try and get lucky and go for a full house. Not the exact way to play this. We are going to have to use some of our discards if we do want to survive. This should win. Let's go ahead and calculate it anyways, just to show you that it should win. We also get a little bit of vampire value here, 2,100. We lose out on all of our money, which is probably okay. Maybe we don't want to focus on delayed gratification for too long. It helped us a little bit at the start. Dusk, normally a good pickup. I'm not sure how much it's going to help me out right now. We could focus on maybe making a few more jacks. Go into the 5 of a kind realm. We will take the temperance for the money that we kind of lost out on playing all of our hands. Let's go to the next shop, or the next go here. I think we're going to officially just abandon the delayed gratification, unfortunately. Do have a lot of jacks. Unfortunately, we just did not draw any. Let's go ahead and send off a 2 pair. Again, not going to do that much for me. There is a full house of kings and jacks. This should get me out of there, especially with that 1.2 on the vampire. Helps out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Send it off. Banana going to help us out actually quite a bit for the time being. Let's go next round. No discards. We do find a full house, so I think we just get out of here in one shot. A little bit scary of a blind. Hopefully the banana just goes extinct. Oh, okay. Okay, good, good, good. I like it. I like it. Ramen, actually very good for delayed gratification. So maybe we kind of go back on the delayed gratification route a little bit here. We can only choose one. Let's go ahead and just make another jack. Make our lives a little bit easier. No, we're not making a ton of money here. Let's go ahead and judgment into a seltzer. Interesting pickup. Not exactly what we wanted. Can go ahead and play a full house. It should actually just win here, especially with the ramen. Beautiful. That's 4,000 points. We get $6 extra. That's probably the next joker to go, however, but that's okay. Obelisk. Could be an interesting obelisk run, I'm not going to lie. Let's level up 4 of a kind, because it seemingly we're going towards that with all of these jacks in the future. We're just drawing full houses, though, which makes life very easy for us. In the time being, getting that base mold from the supernova definitely helps out quite a bit. 5,000 score. What else can we do with this run? Egg. Not exactly interested in egg right now. Magician to put on maybe a jack and a queen. Hopefully the vampire gets rid of those for us. Would like another earth card. Beautiful. That helps out actually a ton in terms of scoring. Face cards are drawn face down. Luckily, we literally didn't draw any. We literally did not draw any. So let's go ahead and send off maybe just a pair for the time being. It's not going to get us a lot of score at all. We're going to forego our value here out of our ramen. Getting a little bit scared. I'm hoping these are jacks. Send it off. They are. This should allow us to win here. Did hurt our ramen quite a bit, but again, that's enough to score past it. Don't mind this so far. Not the best build I've ever created. Another level up on full house is actually allowing us to help a lot. Wasteful does make delayed gratification a little bit better. We can cut some cards. I think we need the money value a little bit more than cutting cards right now. Get another death for another jack or a $13 temperance. Let's go ahead and make another jack. I can see this maybe being like a hit the road, something like that run. Another death. Okay. Beautiful. We do get that queen as well, so we are going to just end up playing it so that the vampire levels up a little bit. Okay. 4 of a kind jack should be more than enough to get us through here, I think. It's not, actually. Mainly because we don't have any supernova value on that. So that's interesting. Is this going to be enough to get us at least 300 points? It is. Interesting there. We did have to play all 3 hands again. Again, Seltzer really isn't doing much. If I don't use any discards, though, we get $8. How about even more than that now? We get $10 from delay gratification, which is actually a crazy amount. Let's go ahead and look for another jack just so we can play our full house. We do not find it, unfortunately. I do kind of want to just greed for this a little bit. Okay. I'm not exactly sure if this is going to win. Let's go ahead and calculate that score. I know it's a little bit cheap to some of you, but that's okay. 8,000 is enough. Let's go ahead and send it off. Beautiful. We get $10 from delayed gratification here. That's actually huge for us. I think we're kind of full house crutched at the moment, which is fine. Another death. I mean, we're just making jacks galore, so let's go ahead and continue doing that. Can we find like a really good jack in here? Glass king, not exactly what I was looking for. Another full house level. Playing a little bit weird. I wouldn't normally play like this. Playing a little bit weird here. Let's go ahead and cut a few cards. Don't know what you are, but we can go ahead and make another jack. So we know these are both jacks. Hold on to the 10. We just need to find one more jack to get out of here in time. And we do. Let's go ahead and send that off. Not exactly sure if this is going to win. It's going to get very close. It is. The supernova is helping us scale a little bit. And we did level up the full house a little bit too. That's a $20 cash out. We get another discard. This might be the world's, like, best, if we get, like, Mayor Andy, world's best delayed gratification for us right now. Pretty cool. Oh. Wow, we have to take that. So we have to go kings now. Interesting. And we get a glass jack as well. Okay, we have to go kings. We have to go kings. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Might as well play a straight while we can. Get us a little bit of extra malt along the way. Get our 4 of a kind jacks. But we know this full house should be very, very close to getting it done. It is. Barely. We're just kind of skirting along the edge of the lines right here. But we're getting money from our delayed gratification, which is huge. Maybe we take an ecto here. Well, it did present ourselves with an ecto, but we also got a red seal jack, which is also pretty good. I don't think my jokers are good enough to ecto here. I don't want it to hit the ramen, that's for sure. Keep playing full houses for the time being. We can spend down a little bit more and be a little bit greedy just because we have everything at our disposal right now. Let's go ahead and Hierophant here. Let's make another jack. Then let's actually just calculate what a 5 of a kind would look like in terms of scoring. Probably not going to be enough. It's not. But then you go ahead and do something like this with the full house. Just because that extra malt and the supernova is actually helping us out a ton right now, that is enough to win. So we'll go ahead and continue shipping the full house, leveling up that vampire as well, putting all of these additions to our cards just so the vampire helps us out a little bit. Still ultimately looking for a Midas Mask if possible. Immolated could kill 3 jacks. It didn't kill anything! That was the perfect Immolate of all time! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a huge play out of us there. Oh my goodness, what a pack! Triple red seal, double purple seal. I'm going to take the purple seal, even though we're not really discarding cards right now. Eventually we will. This is just our only terms of money right now. Heart cards are debuffed. That's probably fine. Send something like this off. Make a little bit of money. It actually stole the steel from that, which is kind of funny. I knew it was going to do something like that, but I didn't realize it was going to sell or take the steel. Always surprises me a little bit. And we have found the card. We have found the card. The Midas of Masks. Let's get rid of 1 discard for it right now. I still feel like we need Supernova. And you're all face cards, obviously. So we got to work on that a little bit. You have to be face cards for the time being. Let's go ahead and send something like this off. That's just going to win. I didn't want it to win, but I think we have something good going here. We're always going to be able to draw these cards, which is very, very good. Okay. Send it off. We get a Cavendish. We can finally get rid of our Ramen, which is nice. Supernova's probably on the way out as well. The way we have kind of constructed this deck, this is the perfect hit actually here. Send it off. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have got this build online and rocking and rolling. So Supernova probably going to be on its way out because of all the times malt that we're going to be getting. Delayed gratification, still an amazing way for us to make some money. Priestess, not going to help us out this time. Again, eventually we're going to want to go for like flush 5s probably down the road. We don't need to just yet, just because of the way this game is working out. Let's go ahead, play a high card. Let's go ahead and grind out the vampire just a little bit here, because I know we can. That's a little bit scary. What does this give me? It does give me a full house, which is actually insane for us. That's enough to win 76,000. That was a scary boss blind. I really got to focus on the boss blinds a little bit more. This might be the best delayed gratification that I've ever had. In fact, I know it is. I know it's the best delayed gratification I've ever had. We get another king. It is a blue seal. I am going to take it. Don't want anything else from that pack, though. Get another king. I do want to kind of focus on kings and jacks. And there's a strength as well, which is going to help with that. Yeah. Something like this is kind of what we're ultimately going for. There's a full house again. Send it off. Beautiful. 94,000. We are scaling this vampire at an alarming rate. Ideally, I would like to play multiple hands, but makes it a little bit hard for the time being. Got to scale up full house as well, so we don't need to hedge on Supernova so much. I still feel like we have to a little bit, because it's actually giving us 18 malt, which is like a ×2 right now, if you think about it that way. We can go ahead and play something like this. Maybe get a blue seal out of it. Beautiful. We get another full, earth level, which is at level 9 now. Very fun way to play the game. We have a large hand size. We have a normal amount of jokers. Yeah, we hurt on the hands a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Shouldn't have bought that. There's actually no reason for us to. We can start maybe going flush house mode, which is probably for the best. Paying full house actually allows us to lose here, which is not ideal. Whatever. We're going to lose all of our money. I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather just win for the time being and get a full win out of it. Plus, delay gratification is just making me enough money. Anyways, you, sir, could make us some money. You could make us some money. Should we finally go ahead and say goodbye to the delay gratification? We can finally use our discards again. It's going to be a good feeling. It's going to be a good feeling. Again, don't need to be doing that. Not sure why I am. But we can use our discards again, which is going to feel absolutely amazing. What we are going to do here, let's do one more discard. There we go. We're going to play a 2-pair, level them up, just maybe make some money here. Okay, didn't make a lot of money there, unfortunately. Can't play a 2-pair again. We can use some discards. We can play a high card just to kind of level up this vampire as much as possible. We can use our discard for a purple seal now. Wheel of Fortune doesn't count. Yeah, this is going to be like our best hand here. This Polychrome King, if we can copy that in the future, is going to be amazing. We probably made around $10 from the business card from everything that we did, so I'm okay with getting rid of the delay gratification finally. Now is where I would take an ectoplasm. Obviously not going to work. A foil, totally fine. Got to go ahead and make some more money. What would 4 of a kind bring us here in terms of scoring? It might just win, which I don't want it to. It doesn't. Good, good, good. Does that mean that Supernova is still that almighty powerful for us? Which is ultimately a little bit scary. Let's go ahead and check. Should have played another hand. I mean, it does seem so. It does seem so. Or just the base malt on everything else is just so much higher on that full house, which we'll have to get flush house towards very, very soon. Now I'm a little bit more comfortable cutting some cards. We can justice a random card, doesn't matter. Also using an Emperor. We get a foil on the Midas Mask, which is fine. We're not going to be getting rid of that anytime soon. Nothing in there that I wanted. Using a little bit of our discards. All Jokers are debuffed until one is sold. Okay. We just get rid of business card here, unfortunately. We go ahead and play off a few cards. Maybe it could have been Supernova. I really don't know where our Supernova stands for us right now. Also, it could be funny that a Cavendish extincts here. Just my thoughts. Let's go ahead and send off a full house. 300,000. We're not actually scoring enough. We're not actually scoring enough here, which is a little bit scary. I mean, we're scoring enough to win, but how far can we continue this? I don't know. What would I even want with a showman right now? I don't know either. That's the problem with this right now. Card Sharp would help for another ×3. Let's go ahead and send it off. Use all of our discards that we've accumulated. I mean, we're eventually just going to end up with stuff like this. So what we can do is just play like a 3 of a kind here. Play a 3 of a kind again. Try and just level up this vampire as much as possible. And then go ahead and go for the full send here. That 24 extra malt, I'm telling you, adds a lot. Adds a lot of value for us. An absolute ton. So I got to keep that in mind real quick before we get too crazy with this run. I mean, the scoring requirements are... they're jumping pretty fast. So we got to level up this this vampire as much as humanly possible here. We have 11 hand size now, which is pretty funky to have in a run like this. Pretty confident we'll find another king or another jack here. So we'll grind it out as much as humanly possible. We did find so. Send it off. This is flush house. I don't know if it's enough to win. Oh my goodness. That is not what I wanted to do. At least we got a flush house level out of it. But that was a little bit more scary than I think it needed to be. Let's go ahead and see if we can get an ecto now. Not going to happen. Unfortunately, I'm skipping those. We make more jacks, I guess. We go next. The serpent comes into play here. Shouldn't be a big problem at all. Aha. I already used things improperly here. Look at all the discards we have, though. So, let's go ahead and systematically do this. Let's go ahead and play a pair. We can play a high card queen. Can chariot up something random. Don't really want a world. Don't really need a magician. This is not going to be a flush house. The supernova is still very important for our build right now. 10x vampire, though. So our scoring requirements have went up quite a bit. We didn't even use card sharp properly there. So that's good to know. Let's go ahead and get another hand size. Now it's like we don't have black deck at all, pretty much, in this seed, which is pretty cool. We can strength here, then to get another strength in our fool. Not a bad idea. Our money is a decently sized problem. Let's go ahead and use our discards. One more. Let's just use a strength here. Play a 3 of a kind. We're going to want to play multiple full houses if possible. So let's play a full house with a kings and queens. This is probably just going to win, I just realized. It's not going to win now. Why didn't that win? That is somewhat scary why that didn't win. Send this off. Okay, maybe we did use the card sharp last round, because I don't know why that full house didn't win. I guess 500k isn't enough. That's the problem with this build right now. That's the problem with what we have going on here. Okay, a lot of options. Money, death. I think we just take the money because we're in shambles with money a little bit right now. We have been for almost the entire game. Almost the entire game. Let's go next round. Do want to get that full house kick in, so let's just go ahead and play one full house here. Thankfully, we have a lot of discards and a lot of hands, so we don't have to worry about things right now. That was 600,000. Kind of crazy how much value is coming out of the supernova right now. Ooh, polychrome banana is huge. Also, having this polychrome king does help a lot as well. Okay, that's 5 million. Okay, we're cooking now. We're cooking now. Beautiful. We're getting about 1x on the vampire every single round right now, which is good. Another wheel of fortune. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter in this point of the game. I would love like a blueprint or a brainstorm. Mime ain't gonna do much for me. Blueprint or brainstorm would be beautiful. Send this off. Ooh, we are decreasing levels of our hand size, which is kind of problematic. But we just won in one hand, and we got our earth back. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and send that off. Let's go ahead and send another hand size voucher. Actually huge. We're gonna say screw the supernova, pick up the photograph right now. If we can play a red seal on the first hand or on any hand, we will be absolutely killing it. I think this is okay. This is pretty much what supernova was doing right now. It's not going to win. That's okay. Where are all of our cards? Get another strength in the mix here. That's good for kings into queens, or queens into kings. Where's my red seal? There it is. So something like this. How is this going to play out in terms of scoring? That is better than the supernova ever did, right? That barely won? Card sharp didn't go off there? I'm confused. I'm confused. Flush house level? Maybe that's the way we had to go. 10 million score here. I'm a little bit worried about the needle, I'm not going to lie. Send off the full house. We can play multiple of these, right? Keep that in mind. We almost want to play multiple of them. Not with that jack, however. Don't think that this wins. It's just a ×3. Oh, actually perfect. Actually perfect. We got a lovers. Does nothing for me right now. So this would be the ultimate play. We go ahead and set this off. This should get us the highest amount of score that we possibly can right now. About 21 million is our top score. That is, yeah, not ideal. What can we get? We need 7 million in one hand here. That is actually terrifying. Okay, maybe not so much anymore. We get rid of card sharp. We bring in the hanging Chad shenanigans. Okay, we need to find that red seal. We have a 12 hand size naturally. Very, very cool. Okay, we did find the red seal. I would like to find that polychrome now as well. All of these discards surely are going to help me do that. We did not find the polychrome. Okay. So this is our best score. We do have a steal in hand. Let's go ahead and see if this is going to be enough. This is a ×16 on the photograph here. It is enough. It is enough for 17 million points. Let's go. Let's go. No card sharp value. No nothing there. We don't even have card sharp anymore. What do we need on the next hand here? 300 million. So I think we're dead. I think we're dead. This was a extremely fun run. I think we're going to have to pack it up here. I don't think there's really anything that we can get going. Doesn't look like it anyways. Oh, man. Unless we get something crazy here. No, we spent all of our money. I don't think 300 million is even possible. I mean, I don't think it's even possible. Let's go ahead and just send off a regular full house. The full house build can only go so far, right? It can only go so far. Grind up this vampire as much as humanly possible here. Use up all of our discards. Find the appropriate cards. We have another steal. We do. So maybe we do want to just find it. We did find it. So this is probably the most we can do. I think the red seal is better on here than the polychrome. I would say that's E7. Those don't make a difference. Does this make a difference? I think the red seal is just better. Maybe the polychrome stacks a little bit more. E7. Were they the same? No, okay, so the polychrome is just a little bit better. This is the best we're going to be able to score, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and send it off. What is this, about 50 million? Yeah, it's about 50 million. That's literally all we can do. We probably needed glass in order to get this one through the finish line a bit farther. We have went through our entire deck as well. So that's going to be it for today. But what a fun run we had here. 17.5x vampire. Polychrome banana, painted black deck, so normal amount of jokers. We ended up with a 12 hand size naturally. Funny enough, we got both hand size vouchers, which is very, very fun, very, very cool. I hope you enjoy these card sleeve videos. They're a lot of fun to make. They make the game feel a little bit different because you're working with just different pieces of the puzzle here. So let's go ahead and send this off. 18x vampire is our final score. There's nothing else we can do. 72 million. Our best hand was 53 million. I'm happy with that. Yeah, so this is the card sleeves mod. The stats under my jokers is called Joker Display. To fast select cards, it's called Handy Mod. Those are the 3 mods that I'm using right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for some more Balatro. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this content, please click that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Hope you have a good day. Take care. Goodbye.